Whatever you're doing this week, do it professionally. Hello, my darlings. Welcome to Elevated Astrology, the weekly astrology from the Energy Master's perspective. We operate and we move through the world in a positive polarity perception, whereas most people in a negative polarity perception of reality experience it as things happening to them, reality happening to them. But when you're an energy master and you're operating from the positive polarity perception, you understand that reality is happening from you. So it's a little bit different. Whatever you're doing this week, as we lead up to the Capricorn full moon on Thursday, July the 10th, do it professionally. Handle your business, take care of all your business professionally with that professionalism. It's my favorite. I'm a Capricorn. It's our favorite relationship. I'm very partial to Capricorns. It's that wonderful space where so much can get done. And guys, so much is getting done this week. There's going to be people on one side of the spiritual split and then the people on the other side of the spiritual split. One side is going to have high anxiety this week and really tweak out. And then the other side are going to be really productive. It's going to be a high point for productivity and getting things done. Some people are going to be smart enough to work together, and some people are going to crack up, lose the plot. Capricorn energy, people feel it's just consequences. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's reality, it's tangible reality, it's consequences, it's karma. And if that scares people, that's when people crack up. But here's what I love about Capricorn is that, and Saturn in general, which the ruler of this full moon will go retrograde on Saturday, the 12th of July. With Capricorn, what you earn, you keep. So this is going to be a week of keeps. This is going to be a week that you earned it. You earned it. So some people, they either earned it this week, or the other group of people, they earned it, but like in the negative. This is the week where we are ready to clear the schedule for what's very meaningful for us and make the certain commitments to some new order, some new future, some new organizational thing in our lives. What's coming together will have that air of responsibility with it and for it, but there's something that's kind of precious about all of this too, because we're still on the lunation with the new moon in Cancer with Jupiter. So it's like, this is the week where we decide what we're going to do for the summer and make those commitments to it. And then we're just going to be digging into the work. And it's going to be something that builds out the future, Camelot, or it's just a very long-term thing. So the analogy that I'm going to use is Gizmo. This would be the week where you're taking home a gizmo, like you're deciding, okay, I'm going to commit to the lifetime of this gizmo. You're at the shop. I don't know. I think it's like an antique store. It's not even a place to get like little animals, but it's like you come across Gizmo, like, okay, this is going to be a responsibility. And then you decide, I'm going to take this Gizmo home, and then you take him home. That's like this week. This week, you're committing to something, but it should be happy. It should be looking forward to, I can clean the kitty litter because I love having the kitten. It's something like that. Anything heavier than that, where you feel like indebted or weighed down or locked up or inhibited, that won't work. That's not going to stand. That's what'll crack up. This is a week, because we have Uranus entering a new sign as well. This is all about creating that new thing. So the beginning of the week, Monday, is like the ringing of the bell, the ringing of this special bell. Like, that's when you realize, like, we're going to get a gizmo. I'm going to get a gizmo. Tuesday, the moon is void all day. It's like something strikes, the voice rings out, the bell gets struck. And then it rings. It holds the air. It rings out, and then it rings out all day Tuesday. That struck bell tolls. It's reverberating out into the ethers. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are like very important days, very big, important days. So it's almost like Monday, whatever the revelation or discussion or decision is, it really needs to be like from the heart and very truthy. It has to be so U-shaped. It has to fit. The only pressure you should feel is like, I owe it to myself to get this done, or I know that this is just going to be so delightful. So it needs to get shots and things. It's got to go to the vet. It's a pain in the ass, but it's like, I know that at the end of the day, I'm gonna really like having a little gizmo. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the very important days would be when you're like taking it home, signing the paperwork, and committing to, okay, this is our little creature. This is the new little family member. The week builds towards the full moon on Thursday, the 10th, and then the energy will balance itself out. So people could be feeling either that high anxiety building or excitement, either tweaking out more and more as the week goes on or getting more and more excited as the week is going on. Then Thursday, the energy balances itself and we get more of the results of the decisions or what you've been working on, what you've been conceptualizing, and it plays out more materially in the 3D reality. Like the gizmo, the Mogawai or the Pagawai, whatever it's called, is like physically there by the end of the week. So I think it's going to be an amazing week and I'm really looking forward to it for everyone. So long as you're staying very true and authentic to your unique vibe. That's it's like a rookery here. Okay. So the more that you stay in alignment with your unique vibration, especially the beginning of the week, by the end of the week, you're going to feel like, oh, I was so right. I was so right. I was so right about this. You're going to double down. So if there's any pushback in the beginning of the week, you're going to double, you're like, I knew it. I knew I was right to follow my intuition or my heart or whatever. So let's go ahead and start breaking this down day by day. Monday, the 7th of July, I'm calling it ringing the special bell. We're getting a gizmo. We're getting one of these things. This is that proclamation. We have Uranus moving into Gemini in the overnight hours. We're going to be learning to expect more from the Gemini area of our lives. It has to level up. It has to be new and different and curious and unexplored and exciting. It needs to be exciting. So we will want to express ourselves authentically in exciting ways, but just it has to like level up. Something has to be, everyone's going to be feeling a little bit restless. And Monday's the big day where you just need to say it with your chest or speak from the heart, or like just people are either really excited on Monday and sharing what they're excited about, whether it's something new to love, like people are excited about the gizmo, or people could be kind of begrudged and like some kind of cognitive dissonance breaking apart, where they could be kind of like very scared. Something could be kind of scary for people. Tuesday, the 8th of July, the moon is void all day. Like I said, something about Monday. And listen, here's the thing. Everyone's got to speak their truth and speak from their heart. It wouldn't surprise me if everyone by the end of the week feels justified. As long as everyone sticks with what's authentic for them, even two sides of like one situation by the end of the week could be feeling like, I knew it. Both sides could feel that way. So it's very important. That's why you might as well follow your own heart. You might as well just freaking honor your intuition. It's good. So it's like so everyone's doing that Monday and something is ringing. We're doing all of these things behind the scenes as the resolution or the revelation rings in the air. So I wouldn't be surprised if people are doing things very behind the scenes Tuesday, and specifically with that void moon. Remember guys, that's the day, if you've been watching for a while, that's the void moons. Those are the days to drop the bad news. Deliver the bad. I'm not even going to spill all the secrets of how I use the void moon. That's just like for my clients. I have the best clients, by the way. As an energy master, the people, like you guys, you can book me down below via the Stan store, but like you guys are the just most interesting people. I feel like I have the best clients. Hopefully everybody says that. But what was I going to say? So Tuesday, oh yeah, sharing all of my secrets for my people. I'm saying like so void moon, great day for meditation, taking it a little simpler and easier, but people are going to be scheming behind the scenes. Okay, keep that in mind. Tuesday, Wednesday, the 9th of July. I love this so much. Okay, so something is a little bit outside of our comfort zone, right? But we know that it's where our heart's pulling us. It's where the inspiration is. It's where the excitement is. It's where the fun is. It's where that feeling of us being very present and alive and excited and happy and fun, that's where it is. So that's where we're like trying to bring into manifestation, but it's still something is unfamiliar, like we've never seen it before. There's no precedent, there's no protocol, there's no prototype. It's just something that you can kind of feel. But what I love is that on Wednesday, there's a comfort outside of your comfort zone. Because remember, this new moon, June the 25th, in Cancer was with Jupiter in Cancer. There's a guide, there's a guru, there's someone that is experienced, there's someone that this ain't their first rodeo, they've done this a lot, or they're an expert in something. So there should be professionals or, like I said, guides. It's some kind of all day Wednesday, whatever you're doing, you have either material or spiritual and emotional support or guidance. So some of you, whether that's like a veiling therapy, or the moon enters Capricorn on Wednesday, so we're in full moon vibes. So there's more revelations, there's more things being made conspicuous. But the thing is that we're making, like I said, something that we've never seen. There's no blueprint. We're creating the blueprint. We're creating the pattern that the other patterns are going to be cut around. So, like I said, on one side of the spiritual split, people will be smart enough to work together and be very productive. But on the other side of the spiritual split, people will have high anxiety and just like run around like chickens without their heads. This would be like that guy at the store giving the instructions about the gizmo to the guy, where it's like, listen, bro, you can't, little dude cannot, it can't get wet. It can't, don't feed it after midnight. You know, it's like there's a guy that's like, okay, this is how I take care of the gizmo. This is what it needs. This is it. This is the thing. These are the instructions, or this is how it goes, or this is how we're going to do this moving forward, kind of like as we go, but there's still help and inspiration. Thursday, the 10th of July, signed, sealed, delivered, taking Gizmo home in the car ride home. This is the full moon energy. The energy gets balanced after, like I said, building up this entire week. Now it's going to be getting balanced. Now it's going to be starting to feel more resolved. People are going to be feeling more relaxed. Even if it's just a relief that it's over, that something's done, that something's over, that something's ended. It's like, okay, we did it. It could also be, like I said, super duper productive. So this would be like you're getting Gizmo all the little things that he needs for this little like mini habitat at home. We're seeing what we need to see, or we're getting what we need to get to continue working on something or complete a work or make like a big milestone progress moment in getting something done. But it's productive in whatever stage. There's something also about doing that on Thursday where like the only pressure, like I said, that you should feel is like that slight little light, like I just need to get this done. I need to take care of this. I'm gonna clean the litter box, where it's not gonna be that big of a deal. I can psych myself out about it, or I can just let it be what it is. And I enjoy the freaking cat or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Thursday, there's also this energy of dropping some kind of baggage or dead weight. And it's something that cannot fully drop until something new comes in, even if there's like space or time in between. It's like, okay, so once you bring Gizmo home, once Gizmo crosses the threshold into your home, immediately a whole way of life is ended. Maybe you cooked for yourself every night. Maybe you ordered from your favorite takeout every night. Whatever your thing is, Gizmo has entered the house, and now there's a whole new little creature with different, little eating habits and stuff. Like it's a whole different vibe. So that's what it could feel like. The drop of the baggage or the emotional hangers on, I don't think it's going to feel that heavy. I don't really think it's going to be that deep. I think it's just going to feel more like that kind of a shift of like you drove to the antique store normal and now you're bringing home Gizmo, and and life is completely different. It's like that. Friday, the 11th of July, I'm calling the perfect fit. This is like the first morning with Gizmo, where it's like you wake up and the little Gizmo doing its little Gizmo things, its little, I don't know, snorts or the way it like makes little noises. Like it's just like the perfect fit. It feels like it all gels. It feels like it all is copacetic. Like it's just a nice, like just the cadence and the preferences. It's like they've been family all along, or they've been a perfect fit the whole time, or like it's like you don't even think that you crossed some big threshold letting go of a way of life before you brought Gizmo home the night before, but it just feels so organic now. And like now you're in the new life, and you're like, oh, I can get used to waking up like this. And this is a nice, like perfect fit. The moon is in Aquarius. It's fucking weird. We love weird. It's very immersed in the future. It could be very fun, very beautiful. There could even be something just like a little bit strange, or like a redefinition of beauty or fun or intelligence or something. What I love about Friday is that we have the sun trying the north node. Very emotional. You may feel a sense of fatedness, destiny, path, purpose, and this is going to be something that's emotional. It's intuitive. So this is not anxious or panicky. That's not it. If you're feeling anxious and panicky, that's not it. It should feel natural and not force. So the light pressures that you feel throughout the week should feel intuitive and organic and natural, not forced. Actually, that's a good flag. Only the super anxious people this week are going to try to force something. Saturday, the 12th of July, I'm calling sassy excitement. I knew I was right. This is very much where someone had doubts about taking Gizmo home. No, it's like no, that was the right move. This is like okay. Also, Saturn stations retrograde on Saturday, and this is the extent of the summer agenda. It's like okay, we got a gizmo, we got a little toy, a couple little toys, and maybe like a little splasher pool, but then that's it. No more, no little spin wheel, no more little stairs. We're getting the gizmo, we're getting a couple little things, and that is it. When he gets used to that, then we can expand his little engagement. Like it's got that vibe to it. Like gizmos are a lot bigger than little like gerbils, but okay. You see where I'm going with my examples. Okay. But Saturday is like when Saturn station is retrograde, I feel like we're gonna feel relief. I feel like everyone's gonna feel major relief, even if you're so happy about everything that you're doing this week and getting it like over the finish line, getting it done, getting something cleared off your desk or something. Like you're gonna feel the pressure, all the pressure is gonna lift. All of it's going to feel very, very different. And like I said, this is going to be the extent of the summer agenda of what we're going to integrate, all we've learned since November 15th, 2024. I know you've grown so much. You've developed, haven't we all? We have all just built up some big, strong muscles since November 15th, 2024. Yeah, that's what this cycle speaks to. So now it's not going to be harder than how it's been. No new lessons since November 5th. Okay, you're good. You did it. If you got through this week, you're good. You're good. And listen, I kind of feel like Friday, the 4th of June, Saturday, the 5th of, sorry, Friday, the 4th of July, Saturday, the 5th of July, Sunday and Monday, the 6th and 7th of July, they kind of feel like one glob to me. So you could be feeling on Saturday that like I was right, like whatever that beginning of, I think around 4th of July, like whatever something was going on, by Saturday, you're like, I was right, I'm justified. And I feel like people are going to be proud of their uniqueness, of their individuation. I feel like that's going to be very magnetic. And so on Saturday, you want to hold your vision, your creative vision, and let the other people stay nervous and edgy, because some people may be really nervous and like really edgy while everybody else is like really excited. Sunday, the 13th of July, I'm calling it get used to the sparks, or like the gizmo things. So it's like, okay, you this is the week where you go, you make the commitment, you take Gizmo home, you get all the little things. They're like, okay, it's gonna be like this, it's gonna be like this, and then we're locked into this new little lifestyle. But like Sunday would be where there are just these new different feelings to explore. Pay attention to all of the sparks. There's like emotional yearning, creative ideas, feeling free, feeling full of faith. Sunday could be a very trippy day, like a very like weird or depressing, insecure day for like the people that are going to be high anxiety, or it's going to be very happy about having new different things to explore for the other side. So this is going to be a week of accomplishment and like just this benchmark milestone measure with the Capricorn full moon. So it's important to have commitments and duties and disciplines that have heart and soul connected to them. That's the only thing. If your heart is in it, you could be committed to it. And it's a joy to take on because of that emotional nourishment or creative expression, whatever you're getting out of it. So this full moon and leading up to it and then going into the weekend is a balancing of which commitments are deserving of our dedication and emotional investment, and then showing up professionally and then showing up to get those jobs done, to get those so it's like, and then that's it. And then we're good. And then we're going to be chewing on that for the rest of July and all of August. Love you guys. Take very good care. To avail my services down below, stand store, or to learn to do this stuff yourself. The Patreon is where the flow goes. Sign on to learn more about energy mastery and send me a message if you need help onboarding. Have a wonderful week.